Oh, wow. No
Jumping
music
it.
this morning. I'll just do it myself.
Everybody's wondering where the hell we're at.
That's right.
Oh, I
Everybody's going,
shouldn't have said that. That's within the first minute.
oh, wow. Kurt Slate. Hashtag Kurt Slate. Hashtag Kurt lives. Hashtag Kurt's fault. Yeah, blame Kurt.
Oh my God. There we go. Sorry, I was hearing us all of a sudden double. I'm like, oh my God, am I really tired? Why am I hearing us in double? I had the sound up. My bad. It's good. It's good.
If you ever do that with an intro and you don't know what's going on, you're like, why does it sound all messed up? And then, the intro stops. And you're like, greetings, everybody. Oh my God, I'm loud. Wow.
The first time it ever happened to me, I was on Polly's, this was ages ago. Polly was having a karaoke stream. And it was open. It was anyone who wanted to come up and it was, I was like, what the heck? Why not? And I didn't realize I had the stream sound on as well. So when I'm sitting in StreamYards, I'm hearing double. I don't know what the hell's going on. It took me 5 minutes to figure that out. I wasn't on panel yet, thank goodness. But yeah, I learned that the hard way. Turn your stream down when you're in StreamYards. Otherwise, it'll be heard.
So I didn't start out doing live streams. I started out doing, uploads like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get invited over to DC's Friday night, whatever it is, to come and hang out and have a good time.
Uh-huh.
Never been on a live stream before. So I'm like, yeah, that's great. And I'm like, how do I do it? Do you need my email? Do you need, he's like, I'll send you a link. You'll figure it out. And I was like, okay.
You'll figure it out.
So like an hour before the stream, I get the link and I get in there and it will not connect my microphone or my headset.
Oh no.
And I don't know what is going on. It says there's a camera. I don't have a camera. I don't have a camera hooked up to anything. But it says there is a camera and it is overriding my headphones and my microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And it will not connect. It will not let me connect into the back room. So I can't even get in the green room. Meanwhile, I'm like messing with it. And meanwhile, he's like, why don't you come up here first? Also, you'll just be here. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, what the hell? I gotta fix that. So I start ripping everything out of my computer and I rip out my VR headset. And it's like, you're all good, ready to go. And I'm like, oh my God.
The VR had a camera in it, huh?
The VR had a camera in it in the front, so you didn't run into anything.
Nice. Okay.
And that was overriding everything. So I get in there, and it was a really good thing this happened because I get in there, and he ends up bringing Abunas in there before me. That's how long this took. I make it sound like it took a couple of minutes. I was dicking around with this thing for over an hour.
Oh my God.
He finishes with his opening and he brings Abunas in ahead of me because the Abunas got there before I did.
Uh-huh.
And you would have think this is so I was so green. I had jokes I had written down. I'd like got my little notepad and, oh, this will be funny, and this will be funny, and this will be funny. And, oh, look at this. It'll be so funny. Right? And Abunas comes in there. He's like, yo, Phantom Menace, let me break it down for you. Let's burn this motherfucker to the ground. Yeah, we're on Doomcocks tonight. And it just goes into this whole rap. And people were throwing fireballs in chat. And that's like, Abunas. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm looking at my stupid ass jokes and I'm like, screw it. And I threw the jokes behind me. I'm like, I'm not doing that. We'll do it live.
A very auspicious start.
And Abunas was like, okay, later guys. And he leaves and Doomcock brings me up and I'm like, you son of a bitch. What do you mean, Loki? I'm like, you threw me under the bus. There's no stage left, dude. What? I said, you bring Abunas up here, you burn down the fucking stage, you burn down the amphitheater, you burn down everything. What am I supposed to stand on here and do anything on? It's all burned down. You threw me under the bus. And I just said, screw it. I'm going to do improv. I'm not gonna script anything. I'm not, and that's kind of how Mornings of Mischief was born.
Yeah.
That's where the idea came from. Just go up there and just have a good time each morning, and don't worry about it.
That's when the magic happens.
That's when the magic happens. And we are live. Should we play the intro? We're already 5 minutes in.
I'm good either way. Go for it.
Gotta work. Greetings. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Oh, welcome to the week. Sorry. Oh, I'm trying very hard not to cough and doing everything I can to breathe. I got to remind myself, breathe in through the nose because my lungs are killing me. Everything's kind of killing me right now. But I'm here. Oh, thank you, Brandon, Looney Tunes fan 2000, who's member for 9 months, throws out a Warrior of Asgard message and says you're one of the best users ever. Skull Brandon.
Skull.
So I'm still from yesterday and the day before. I'm working on it. I'm if I can just get to the weekend. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to discuss anything with any human beings for the entire bed and be like,
He's crawling on the floor, clawing his way towards the line that says weekend.
That's right. That's right. When you could totally play princess, you could get in your bed. You can, have food and stuff brought to you. It'll be nice. It'll be fun.
Eris will be coming in like with a plate of waffles. Are you hungry?
Cover up your head with your waffles.
Corbin,
I love waffles too.
Corbin. Waffles, Corbin.
The waffles, Corbin.
I'm dead.
God.
Oh, we all need a shot of Ruby Rod in the morning, don't we?
Yes, we do. And Lester, speaking of shot, Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, has gifted 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Thank you so very much. Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. Marcus Felix was gifted a membership. Angela Smallkey was gifted a membership. Victor Fontaine was gifted a membership. Rogelio Cerritos. Sounds like a Greek name. Was gifted a membership. Are you Greek, Rogelio? And Pat S. was gifted a membership. You guys keep the fires burning bright. And Arlena sends in a Warriors of Asgard member chat and says, remember to protect yourself and your electronics from Avalon-19. Chris Persia has the recipe.
Yes.
Donuts and coffee prevent Avalon-19
Twinkies
right?
dunked in milk. Twinkies dunked in milk.
Twinkies dunked in milk. That's it.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm like donuts and coffee. Twinkies dunked in milk.
Put a little sausage grease in there somewhere.
Sausage grease on your Twinkie.
Sausage berries taste like sausage berries. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marketing Draws. Good morning, Sorry Poops Cuber, Project Storytime. Good morning, everybody. And thank you, Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, and Jester's Darth Arlena for your memberships and super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you guys. Skull! Oh my God, I can't talk this morning. Snorta Poopus Cuber says lies. Lies! There is no cure for Avalon-19.
Snorty! Shh! Hush up.
Hey, he just went through a hurricane, so you know.
No, that's true. That's true.
Avalon-19 is real, and it affects millions of people every single year. Please donate to help those affected by Avalon-19 at streamelements.com, Loki's Mornings of Mischief /tip. Thank you. Project Storytime.
Sensei. Well, Dave Bob, you are officially in the Arwynverse lore now because you are the first person apparently where Avalon-19 has jumped from techie stuff into a human being. Last time you were sick and you
Oh,
weren't on the
joy.
Friday morning, yeah, everyone's like, "Yep, Dave Bob's got Avalon-19. It's mutated. It hits humans now." So
Yeah, I had to watch that. I had to watch that stream after the fact because right after I talked to Loki that morning, I went back to bed.
I bet.
Oh, that's cool. It shows everybody that they gifted now. They are upgrading, ladies and gentlemen. Pat S, Rogelio Cerritos, Victor Fontaine, Angela Smolky, Marcus Felix, and it shows it right in the little gifted box.
Cool.
Nice. Kitty. No, stop.
On Stream Elements. So you can see everything. Yeah, you can see it all. That's really cool. I really like that. Everybody's upgrading.
Yay. That's good.
Sculpting to the dulce tones of Mornings of Mischief.
Hey, Andy.
Good morning, children.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day in the Valhalla neighborhood.
Would you be?
Class.
Could you be my neighbor?
My neighbor.
Hello, neighbor. I used to be a Marine, but now I play with puppets. I'm a really nice guy.
Oh my God.
Have you ever like read about him? It's the craziest. It's like it's crazy. You know.
I can't remember his real name, Mr.
Well,
Roger.
there's a lot of stuff out there that is not true. He wasn't, some storming the beach Marine or anything. He was, I think, maybe in the Marines, but a lot of the stories that were told about him were just anecdotes.
Really? Y'all tell me his name because it's going to drive me nuts, and I can't. And if I Google, I will open another tab on my thing, which I don't need. So just Fred Rogers. Fred Rogers. Thank you, Sensei. Fred Rogers. Okay. It was bugging me that I couldn't remember because y'all, Mr. Rogers. Everyone knows Mr. Rogers. It's one of the most wholesome shows ever made. Just pure little friendly entertainment for kids.
And yes, we called you a neighbor.
Yeah.
Snorty, he celebrated getting through the hurricane by going out and getting him a baby seal fresh.
I keep forgetting. See, Snorty, you're so humanized to us. We forget you're a polar bear. I forget you're a polar bear.
And see, this is the thing right here. If you there was a reporter that said, "I'm going to uncover all of the secrets of Fred Rogers. I'm gonna give you who the real Mr. Rogers is, and he's not gonna be your friendly neighbor. No one's this nice. No one's like this." And I think he spent like 6 months with him almost every day, and he was like, "This guy is the genuine article. He's the real deal."
There are some people out there who are just genuinely cool.
Yeah.
They exist. Yep. They exist.
And yes, Gun Bunny, Jimmy Stewart was in the Army Air Corps, and he actually flew combat missions, even though they tried to make it to where he couldn't, over Germany.
Wow. Can you imagine that happening today if something like World War II happened and the Yahtzees and everything? Could you imagine actors today rallying to want to, I know there was a draft, but I'm just saying anyone being so passionate about that and wanting to, I tell you, a different kind of breed of men back then and women.
Definitely. There were tougher people back then. They were just coming out of the Depression. People knew how to take care of business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now it'd be like, no, let's protest. Okay, whatever.
Look what Avalon-19 did to me.
God, no, not looking. La la la, not looking.
Look what Avalon-19 did to me.
God.
Thank you, Mark.
Jonas.
y'all, it haunts me. It haunts me.
Jonas J. Campbell has become a warrior of Midgard. Thank you so very much, Jonas.
Morning,
you guys
Jonas.
keep the fires burning bright. Here in Valhalla, it's a foot in the door membership, but still working on the budget. Dude, I hear you. Man, you know what? I had to pull back on a lot of stuff. I did recently. I had to pull back on a lot of stuff. And I wish I didn't have to. I apologized to a couple of people. I said, look, I'll do what I can when I can. But it gets crazy. So thank you, dude. Thank you very much for that. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
No!
Yeah, and this right here, let's talk about this. This is going to be one of the topics for today. Believe it or not, Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, jumped the gun here. Studios are still wondering what that is. Good on you. Talking about budget.
Yeah.
Volition has been shut down by the Embracer Group, ladies and gentlemen. The wonderful minds behind the Saints Row reboot, the company that could do no wrong, the company that would never, ever, ever go into a game and be like, no, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to make something that the people want. It's not going to happen. So they are gone. They are gone. They are done. They are finished. And it couldn't have come at a better time. They asked to bring the hammer down, and they got the hammer.
Well, seems appropriate then. I mean, I don't know what was their story behind this? Was it like the end all be all kind of thing? Did they make changes? I don't know the game. I don't know the game.
Okay, so Saints Row was more like originally it was more like a knockoff of Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
And it eventually became its own thing.
Okay.
With its own story and its own followers. And a lot of people liked it better than Grand Theft Auto. It was its thing. And then they decided to do this weird ass Zoomer version of the game.
Zoomer version. Okay.
A Zoomer version of the game. So that's what they decided to do.
Okay. And it didn't work out so well. It
didn't work out so well. There were people that were pissed. There were people that spoke up. There were people that were like, "Yeah, we're not going to be behind this. We're not going to do this." And so they said, "Tough shit, tough titties. This is what we're doing. Deal with it."
What? Okay. Now here's my question. When a company digs in their heels like that and is like, nope, screw you, fan base. That sounds familiar, but screw you. We're going to do what we're going to do because we are creators. We have a vision and we want to do our vision over yours. Then what the hell do they expect when fans are like, no thanks, pass?
Well, when you totally turn the concept of the game up on its head and go down a totally different path, there's going to be some, kickback.
Yeah, always. And then they get shocked when people are like, now, okay, let me ask you this. Was this a derivative game or was this like, no, this is your game now?
No, this is your game now. This is the reboot. Right. This is where we're going from now on.
What the hell? Why not just do a side game? You know what I mean? I don't game. Oh my God, it's so simple. It's breaking my brain this morning. My allergies are just, I'm just, okay. You have a company, right? You have entertainment, whether it's games, whether it's series, whether it's film, whatever the hell that you're doing. And you want to go in a new direction. Go in your new direction, but have a subsidiary of that. You don't have to alienate the people that you're trying to piggyback on and give them this other thing that they absolutely never asked for, don't want, don't care about, and then oh my God, I'm going to explode. And then get mad at them when they're like, what the hell? It makes no sense to me, y'all. It's really not that difficult. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it seems to be the par for the course today in 2023 to do that, or whenever they do it. In the 21st century, let's put it that way. I don't know. But sorry it didn't work out for him, but I'm not surprised.
No.
A lot of this is just, karma coming back to bite you in the ass.
Well, this is what you want. And when they're sitting there saying, you know what, you are going to do this, you are going to like this, you are going to pay for this, you are going to deal with this. No, sorry. No, we're not. And we're not going to buy it. And they said that, all the salty people that say this isn't going to work and this isn't going to fly, and we're going to do this anyway, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. And then they wonder why it flops.
Oh, wow. It didn't work, did it?
I think he's talking about something a little different now.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, and if y'all hear noise in the back, the cat's found an ornament, plastic ornament. We're batting it around on the floor, so it is what it is. They're entertained. I'm not going to bug them. I'm not going to bug them. So sorry in advance.
Gotta watch them cats. They'll eat plastic.
Well, okay. Now you got me worried, Dave Bob. But see, this is one of those big, hard plastic, one of the big round ornaments that goes to the bottom of a tree. Well, I don't know where the hell it came from. They fished it out from somewhere. I don't know, but there it is. But I don't think they can break this and eat it. But who knows? With my cats, who the hell knows? Hopefully.
Mahogany draws with a $20 super chat. Volition was absorbed into Embracer Group and Gearbox, and with immediate shutdown. Embracer Group is the Atari of the industry. They're buying up studios, getting themselves into debt, and closing studios. Well, it's not just that. Embracer's got the rights to Lord of the Rings.
That's right. They do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I remember when all that. Yeah, you're right.
As the worm turns.
Yes. You never know who's going to have their little hands in what pies, do you? Till you start looking, it's like, why would they want it? But yeah, I remember looking that up and being like, oh gosh, okay. A lot of people involved in this. That's little grubby hands and little cheesecake and pies and cakes everywhere. You just don't. That's why when people say, oh, I heard a rumor that a Saudi prince owns so-and-so. I'm like, hey, don't be surprised.
A Saudi prince? Are we talking about, hey, we will send you $5 million if you just agree to our Saudi prince's money laundering scheme.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite makeup brands back when I was working in the mall, I was always I'd be on break. I'm like, I'm bored. I want to go look at makeup and perfume. Why not? One of my favorite makeup brands that sounds Italian ended up being Saudi owned. So you just never know who owns what and who has hands in what. So nothing surprises me anymore.
And thank you, Makani, for your $20 super chat. He also sent a 10. Woo-hoo. One game can bring down an entire studio. However, in Volition's case, it came from their direction of Saints Row, as well as their financial flops of Agents of Mayhem and Saints Row 4.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Hey, I have an idea. How about just give people what they want?
Well, that's too novel of an approach, Arwyn. In today's society, if you don't take what you're given, you're considered a rabble rouser.
Jonas, probably they can freak out like anybody else, so who knows?
Marty draws with a $5 super chat. Arwyn, you're not that far off course. It sounds like they had a Saudi backing that's not there anymore.
Yeah, you don't think that they're not rich as fuck over there? I lived over there. Trust me. when we first got in Dahran, I'd never been out of the country. I was, green behind the ears, and I'm like, where am I? Oh my God. Am I on Mars? Am I on Dune? Where the hell am I? Because it's sand everywhere.
Did you live over off of Daka Street?
No. I lived in a city called Al Khobar in Dahran. That's where I lived.
Yeah.
Al Khobar. And or not a city, but that was my little neighborhood area. But yeah, apparently one of the princes was supposed to come there at that time, and that city was drenched. Y'all, you think we go nuts for Christmas? Christmas lights everywhere, on bridges, on buildings, on sidewalks. I mean, they were ready for one of their princes to. I'm surprised they didn't have a red carpet rolled on the road. These guys go all out, and I'm like, oh, okay. Trust me, there is money there, and they don't just stick to Saudi entertainment and Saudi, bootleg tapes, because they would do that, y'all. That's a secret. That tapes at the time, cassette tapes, were so cheap. You know why they were $1? You know why? Because they would take, foreign tapes of foreign groups, and they would make them themselves so they could sell them on the cheap. They were all bootleg. I mean, if you bought, I forget who it was. It might have been a Rush tape, actually. It wasn't just the songs on the album. They would stick other songs on there. I mean, they had a whole thing. But yeah, the Saudi monarchy, they've got money and they've got hands everywhere. And I'm not making a judgment against it. I'm just saying it's the way it is. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, if they had money invested in a lot of Western commodities and entertainment. Wouldn't shock me one bit. Not one bit.
Walter Tomoski with $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Walter. This is off topic. You think Taylor Swift has rescued AMC, Cinemark, Cineworld during the SAG strike, or at least bought these companies some time? What the fuck has Taylor Swift done?
I don't know. I haven't heard about her I have no idea.
No, she's pretty much fell off the end of the world a few years ago. I hadn't heard a thing about her in a long time.
Now, she's that tall, leggy guitarist who's writes songs about most of the guys she's banged.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, that's her. Okay. That's
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know some of her songs. I don't know names of them, but when she comes on the radio, it's like, oh yeah, okay. I think that's.
All I knew before was she dated Tom Hiddleston. That's it.
Oh God, she's dated a lot.
Her concerts are being shown in theaters. Oh my God.
She broke the single day pre-sale record for her concert film coming out.
I mean, good for her.
It's made billions. But
yeah.
Nice.
Good for her.
Yeah, see, I had absolutely no idea about this.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of it.
I got no problem with somebody using their talent to make money, even if it's not my style. I'm not into Taylor Swift. Like I said, I don't know a name of her songs, but I would recognize some of them. Is
that the Cats movie where Judi Dench licks her own ass?
Oh, yes, she was in the Cats movie. Yeah, she was the one that came down on the moon and sprinkled everyone with catnip that everyone was getting. Some people were spurging out about. They were saying, she's drugging the cats. She's drugging them. She's making them act against their will. I'm like, dude, it's catnip. It's catnip.
Bat phone. The bat phone. Yes, Commissioner Gordon. Yes, I can be there shortly. It's me, Dave Bob. I'll be there momentarily, Commissioner. To the Batcave, Robin.
Well,
I was loving
Chris,
Dave Bob's
it's not my style of talent. It's not my style, but I mean, some people like her. She's globally known, so she's doing something right for them.
Good morning, Polly.
Damn, maybe I should do that. Pick up my old guitar and write songs about ex-beaux. But I don't think I'd have the same effect, because all I would do is just giggle into the mic and go, "Y'all won't believe this."
Well, guys have been doing that for the past 200 years. And she left me at home with my dog named Bert. And I cried in my shot glass because it really hurt.
Right. The crying in your beer songs is what we used to
Yes,
call
the crying in your beer songs. Yes.
them.
Down, now, now, now. Oh my
No.
God.
We're not going to go there.
So shit.
Yeah,
Why can't a
just
chick?
oh, absolutely. I think they can. I mean, what do I know? I listen to like Blackmore's Night and Heart and Rush and shit like that. I don't,
Well,
I do
Carrie,
like ABBA though. When we're talking pop scene, I do still like ABBA. I think they're
Carrie Underwood, she makes a habit of, getting back at her boyfriends in her songs, scratching their trucks up and taking baseballs to them, and I mean baseball bats to them and everything else.
Do you know who I think though, as a female singer who actually is extremely talented, and she does write a lot of breakup love songs, but they work. They're not, oh, you nasty hoe. It's more like this was just the experience. Is Adele. I think Adele does that genre very well. And whether or not somebody likes Adele, that's fine. That's opinion. But I some of her songs have gotten to me. I'm like, damn, she went through some shit. So, but yeah, music is subjective, like art. Either you like it or you don't, and that's fine. But no, make your coin, Taylor. Go right ahead.
Billions. That's something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
With a B.
There's a tear in my beer because I'm crying for you, dear.
Yes, Our Lady.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yes.
exactly right.
You're cheating.
We always called it crying in our shot glass. Crying in the shot glass because the cowboy would be sitting there like doing shots. But yeah, crying in your beer, tear in your beer. Yeah, either way.
Well, my first experiences with country music growing up were really from my brothers, and they loved like Waylon Jennings, David Allen Coe. I mean, Hank Williams Jr. Oh my God, my brother could not get enough of Hank Williams Jr. So that's the kind of country. Oh, and my mom liked John Denver. So that is the kind of country I grew up on. Was
70s and 80s country. After that, it just got so commercial.
Yeah, I mean David Allen Coe, y'all. Come on, Hank Williams Jr. outlaw, country outlaw. And Waylon Jennings, I'm sorry, is possibly he's rest in peace, Waylon, but he was one of the coolest people on the planet.
Oh, yeah, man. And anybody smokes that much weed, it's got to be cool.
He was so cool. Him and Jesse Coulter, shit. The song Leather and Lace that Stevie
Toby
Nicks and Don
Keith.
Henley
I
did.
love Toby Keith.
That was written for Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter, but they
I
ended
should
up
have been a
divorcing.
cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, God, we're running the gauntlet this morning. From video games to country music to Saudi princes. Nothing we won't talk about.
That's right. Nothing's off the table this morning. Even feet.
Feet. Oh my God.
Just so long as it ain't a har foot.
Oh no, God no. Good morning, Polly.
A har foot.
Morning, Polly.
With thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah, I'm a metalhead. I listened to Boston before I listened to Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. She's not my speed. Not my speed at all. I prefer something with a little more substance and grit to it.
Hank Williams Jr.
Listen to a
anytime
Rush will get you started every morning.
Anytime those guys are brought up, I can't help but think of you got to know when to hold them.
Yeah,
know when to fold them. Little Kenny Rogers.
Yep, Kenny Rogers.
All those guys. I don't know. My favorite's Johnny Cash. It's always going to be Johnny Cash.
It's always going to be.
Ring of Fire, baby. Ring of Fire.
I'm going to tell you what, that last song, big hit he put out, that cover song. Hurt.
Yes.
Man, that song right there will tear you up, man.
I busted my ass to get that on vinyl. I busted my ass to try and get that on vinyl because it was sold out. It was like the second that vinyl came out, I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think I spent 2 years trying to get that vinyl, and I just happened to go into a store, and it was $50, and I was like, mine. Hello, sweetheart. You're coming home with me.
And Mark, are you talking about Sean Cassidy? The only Leaf I know is Leaf Garrett.
It's funny. As soon as you said Leaf, that's Leaf Garrett. That's exactly
Leaf Garrett. No, I was never into the Cassidy boys, or even David Cassidy. He was okay, but
Sean Cassidy.
Never got into Sean Cassidy or no, no, he was too clean.
Did you ever hear the story about that? The story about that song?
Which song?
He called oh God, what's that guy's name? Guy who wrote it. Because it wasn't written by Johnny Cash.
What, her?
Yeah, no. It wasn't
Nine Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails. Okay. So he got in touch with them, and they were like, and hung up the phone like, yeah, right, whatever. And he actually had to go and see them. He had to actually go and talk to them. He's like, hi, guys, I'm Johnny Cash. And they're like, holy shit.
It's Johnny Cash.
It's Johnny Cash. It really is. I tried to phone you boys, but you weren't picking up.
Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine?
Shit.
Yeah.
So they picked up the phone and they were like, ha, yeah, right.
Because he's legend. It don't matter if you listen to country or not. Johnny Cash is freaking legend. He transcends all music boundaries,
So then he has a meeting with him and he's like, I want to do that song. I want to cover that song. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, can you imagine, hey, this is Johnny Cash. Yeah, right, bozo. And you hang up the phone. And then he shows up. I'm Johnny Cash. Holy shit.
Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, the man in black himself. Yeah.
Oh, Taylor said we said hi. Thank you, Marcus.
Hi.
Good morning, everybody. What's up, Andy? Good to see you, Andy. Holy shit. We didn't do the shout outs. I couldn't do a shout out this morning, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
He's still recovering. We have to give the man a little bit of slack this morning.
Yes.
I did it yesterday, and that was bad enough.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just need to slow down and recuperate. Your body says, nope, not going to happen today. It's just, goodness.
Jester's Darth Arlena says, I love all kinds of music. Favorite is late 90s, early 2000 alt rock. Love 90s, R&B, rap, country too. Can't forget to throw Mozart in there. Little Tejano. Got to get a little Tejano in there for Mexican Iron Man.
I'm in a hurry.
Speaking of Tejano, I love Selena. I think Selena, I listen to her all the time. She was amazing. Queen of Tejano.
That was a crazy thing. That was an absolutely crazy thing. I remember when everybody was listening to Selena. Yeah,
she was so good. And then that whole freaking tragedy. It's just like, just don't be insane. Don't be insane. Don't do douchey things. Don't do murderous things. And maybe we can all get along. And people can have their careers and flourish in their life. And it's just nuts, the kind of stuff that happens in the blink of an eye. Someone's here and then they're gone because someone decides to be a murderous asshole.
Yep.
Just snuffed out.
When someone is a absolute total prick to you, sometimes you got to turn around and poke them with a stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know a guy used to do that. Look there. It's the green mamba. Very dangerous. Poke him with a stick.
Poke him with a stick.
Danger.
Oh, I miss Steve Irwin. He made the world so much fun. He really did.
You mentioned Saudis,
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the special he did where he went to Saudi Arabia?
No.
He's like, look, they're two Saudi Arabians, very dangerous. And they were like, I'm gonna poke him with a stick.
Poke I was getting excited. I'm like, Steve Irwin really went to Saudi Arabia? Shit, I missed this special. I need to Google. I need to find it. Oh my God. Shit. He did. I cried I cried for 2 days after he died. I really did. Because I just, my kids grew up on him and I loved him. I'm like, the world is a less fun place now. It really is. So Christina Grimmie, I'll have to look that up, Phil. I've never heard of her. Yeah, I'm always open for music.
Durga Laka Street. Yes.
Y'all are so
Laka. Yes.
My God.
They pulled. Okay, so I keep track of all vinyl. It's like everything that comes out. I've got a whole list. I've got spreadsheets. I'm like, okay, I'm always looking for this. I'm a vinyl nut. So they came out with a Johnny Cash Christmas album. I think it was 2 years ago. And they pulled it like 2 weeks after it released in Walmart. It was a Walmart exclusive, and they pulled it. Do you know why they pulled it? Because at the beginning of the record, he talks about God and Jesus. And he's like, that little baby Jesus just laying there in the manger, y'all. And you're like,
appropriate for a Christmas album.
Yeah. What is Christmas?
They pulled it because there's like a 5-minute section where he talks about God and Jesus. It's not just Christmas songs.
Okay.
So they had to go back and they had to remove that and then re-release them. If you got one of those first editions, it's like $300. They're only it was only a $20 record.
So let me get this straight. Johnny Cash, who, with despite the outlaw, the Man in Black thing, it is no secret that Johnny Cash talked about God and Jesus, and it's right. No secret. You know about Johnny Cash. That's not good. A lot, especially the legendary country music artists. They weave that into their songs. It's not a surprise. So where's the pearl clutching and the shock? It's Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. And this was the original album. So this was the original album. This is what he had on the original album. Well, they pulled it. So the only way you could get it, and this is why I bring this up. Mm-hmm. I went to buy it, obviously, and they would not let me check out with it. Literally, you scanned it, and there was a pull warning on it that said, no, they cannot buy this. It has been pulled from the shelves. So you literally can't walk out of the store with it.
Oh my God.
So what I did was I went back in, there was 2 copies. So I went back in, I waited a couple hours and then went back into the store and I bought 2 albums. I bought the Peanuts Christmas album and I bought the Johnny Cash album, and I just scanned the Peanuts album twice.
Wait, hang on. Okay. It was in the store.
It's in the store on the shelf, but because they didn't pull it,
you could not even purchase it at all?
You could not purchase it at all. If it was scanned, I'm sorry, but this has been pulled. I can't sell it to you.
Because he mentions God.
Because he mentions God. He talks about God for the first 5 minutes of the album. It's the green Johnny Cash Christmas album. The record was actually green.
Okay, peak snowflake achieved. Right there.
And I mean, it's really nice. It's like, folks, long time ago, out in the middle of blah, 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 and in a manger, there was a little baby that was born, And it's like, oh my God, dude. It's like, this is so old timey. It's perfect. And he's like, and that little baby's name was Jesus. And you can hear him like da-da-da-da, doing a chord on his guitar here and there. And it's like he's warming up. It's like he's warming up to do the album as he's talking about this. And it's perfect. It's one of those perfect. It's like something you would see on a special. Like he's like, how's everybody out there doing tonight? I want to talk to you a little bit about baby Jesus before we do this show. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
People clutching their pearls over little baby
But
Jesus in the manger. Grow up.
Yeah, it was pulled because it's got a 5-minute, there were complaints because it's got a 5-minute segment in the beginning of the album where he talks about baby Jesus and God. I'm like, you're buying a Christmas album.
Right.
If you're buying a Christmas album, you know what the hell you're buying. Why are you going to throw a fit about this and you got to be like, this part's got to be taken out?
That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't get. If there's any time to talk about little baby Jesus in a manger, y'all, it's Christmas. I mean, I got no problem with him being talked about all year round, but I guess I'm just simple that way. But it's Christmas. You know, if it's in there, don't be shocked.
Yeah. Give me just a second because Arlene is asking me what year. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, what do they expect? I mean, you know, it's Christmas, Christ Mass. Christ. Good Lord.
Yeah. Now I think it's called winter holidays. Like for schools, they call it winter
Christmas.
holidays. It's still Christmas. I don't know. I and it's funny because going back to Saudi, you know, I lived in a place where you didn't have a choice of your religion. I mean, no, you didn't have to, especially if you were a Kawaji or foreigner, you didn't have to be Muslim, but you had to abide by their traditions and their religious law. You know, like the stores closed down 5 times a day to pray. They all had to bring out their mats and they had to pray to Mecca. Well, if you were shopping in a store, guess what? You got escorted out and you sat on the sidewalk and you waited till they were done. I mean, there was no freedom of religion in the society. You either were Muslim or you just kept your mouth shut. You didn't, you know, or you met privately or whatever. And here in this country, for them to spurg out, there we go, over a Christmas album talking about little baby Jesus in the manger, and to pull it for that, just, I can't even comprehend it.
There'll be peace in the valley is what it's called.
Wow. I just cannot, I don't know. I think every day I wake up, nothing's going to shock me. And then I always get surprised and get shocked by stuff because
it's a cool green album. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get it. I was like, oh, cool. It's like green colored album.
Well, here's an idea.
Cool. Goes with my red Charlie Brown Christmas.
Why couldn't they just pick up the needle and just move past that part if it's so offensive and enjoy the rest of the album? If that was the only sticking point with them, is that too much work?
I really don't know.
I don't know.
This was originally released in 1962, Arlena.
Wow.
So it is.
I was 5 years old.
So this was re-released in 2021.
And is it the one with the him talking?
Yes, okay. It has. Yeah, I went back. See, that was the thing. You couldn't check out with it. Anytime you run into anything like that, because Walmart does that, Target does that. There's a couple of stores that do that. If something's been pulled for whatever reason, you can't check out with it, and you don't want to steal it. So what I did was I got the Charlie Brown album. I scanned it twice. And if they said anything, I'd just been like, oh, I must have scanned the Charlie Brown one twice by mistake. Oops, I'm a kind of a dummy. And I'd have just played it up and pulled it off. But they're the same price, so it doesn't really matter.
Chris says, easy, Arwyn, because they'd have to get off their arse to move the needle. Yeah, that's hard work. So sorry, what was I thinking?
Sound of Music, I tell you what. First vinyl I ever had was Inagada de Vida. You want to go back?
Oh, nice.
With the like 10-minute drum solo where the guy was so high, he's like, I'm stuck on the drum solo. I'm stuck on the drum solo. I'm stuck on the drum solo.
Wow. I don't remember what mine was. I had Bambi and I had Sound of Music, but
Disco Mickey Mouse and the Golden Book records.
oh, I love the Golden Book records. I loved those. They were like a treat.
Well, so In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida was the first one I got when I was older. That was when I was like going through my parents' records and I was like, I want this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine, though, the first ones I ever had.
He's got back.
Oh, I know where they are. Hold on.
I missed my turntable. I gave it away with all my albums to one of my brothers.
Mark the Infinitely Tired bought his first album at Toys, Guns, and Yo-Yos. Toy Guns and Yo-Yos.
It's turned into show and tell. This is all Chris Persia and Daryl the Derelict's fault. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. This is all Chris Persia and Daryl the Derelict's fault.
Yes.
Yeah.
The read-along.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The read-along records.
Mm-hmm.
That come with the record.
Oh, those are great.
Turn of the Jedi. The record.
Yeah.
It's all their fault. Planet of
Blame Chris and Daryl.
Hoojibs. Planet of the Hoojibs. I don't even know what that is. The original storybook.
Are those all in cellophane?
No.
Nice.
The only one, the one Daryl gave me the last time I was in Dallas, which was during Valhalla, was this one, and it's in the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in the plastic. He said he found a stack of those for like $5 a piece.
Oh, real? Oh my goodness, that's a steal. Fantastic.
I was wondering if that's why they want to do a reboot so they don't have to do music. It's true. They don't have to license any of that shit.
Yeah.
They don't have to do any of the licensing. Do a reboot. You can do your own thing. You can do all your own stuff. You do your own story, but while banking off of the name of the original IP.
Yep.
Right.
You don't have to actually follow it. You just have to just use the title.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what Disney's done.
Have a good one, Mac.
Have a great one, Mac.
See you later, Mac.
We'll miss the morning show this morning. I don't think we have any Lord of the Rings news. I wish we did.
Thankfully,
they're going to turn. They're going to trans the ring race. So the ring race are all women that will be turned into men.
Oh,
God.
So you remember Slim Shady Ring Wraith?
Yeah.
And the other girls?
Yeah.
They're going to put them into the 9 rings. That way, when the men put them on there, they can take over the men's bodies and they'll be men.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Nothing would surprise me anymore.
Freaky Friday.
Nothing.
Amazon's just knocking that out of the park. Tell you what.
Gird your loins, ladies. Gird your loins. When it comes out, we'll be reviewing it. The Nazgals.
The Nazgals, yes.
I'm dead. I am dead. I'm almost impressed the way they pooch things. It's almost impressive. It's like, can you go out of your way to write a terrible story or create a terrible character? Well, let's see.
There are rumors Amazon wants B5.
They better not freaking touch. I swear to God, if y'all have ever seen me rant, my head will explode. If they Amazon, you even
there have been
I swear to God.
There have been so few reboots that were actually good. The only
No,
one I
no,
can
no.
really think of is
Dig
Battlestar
it, no.
Galactica. That was
No.
about the only reboot I've ever.
Well, they've got Stargate too, and they
I don't
didn't
wanna.
continue anything. They're not continuing anything, so they're starting all over from the very beginning. So you're going to
They're
get
gonna
an
recast.
Amazon movie.
They're going to recast Colonel O'Neill and all of them as just different people playing the same character.
They might not even bring him back. They might have completely new characters. So
Babylon
Amazon's
5
going to
does not need a
do
reboot.
like an intro movie, kind of like a pilot, and then they're going to do the series for Stargate. Amazon Studios, Chris.
Why?
But they're starting all over from scratch. They are not continuing what's already been done.
They're probably going to do it for a modern audience.
Okay. Nope, it's broke. I have nothing else. My brain. Oh, Adega, you scared the crap out of me. Okay, he got B5 mixed up with Stargate. I was like, was JMS going to be at the helm of this? What? Okay, they don't. Why are they redoing Stargate though? Stargate has got so many, not versions, but you've got your original. You've got Atlantis. You've got what was where they fly around on the ship? Universe.
Yeah.
Universe. You've got the films. I don't create something new, y'all. If you're gonna join a franchise and you're gonna take it and you're gonna work on it, learn about it, stick with it. Even if you're rebooting, you still need the core of the damn show. You do. If you think you don't, you're nuts, because you already have a built-in fan base. But how about creating something new for fans to enjoy? I don't get this taking, and it's not like these series are ancient. It's not like they're from the 30s and 40s and, okay, well, let's take it and then no, I don't understand it. I do not get it. It's okay, Adega. I forgive you. My heart just went, B5. No. No.
No, not that. Anything but that.
That was starting to upset me. Because it's remained unscathed so far. But maybe nothing's untouchable anymore. Maybe that's what we need to learn.
Well, that's not even being debated. Everything's touchable anymore.
I guess so.
Even the kids by the pervs.
I like to hold out hope, but there's hope and then there's reality, and sometimes they don't mix. They don't cross.
And P-Live, one of the reasons why is they had the writer's strike right in the middle of BSG.
Yep.
And everything got screwed up. And when they came back, it didn't work out the way they had already planned everything to work out. They changed a lot of stuff when they got back.
Yeah.
You would have had a different show.
And I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I will admit, I will say, yes, the ending is weird. It hits it ticks all my boxes on my feels meter. So I'm like, okay, I get it. It kind of wraps things up, but it was weird. But I still love it. I love the reboot. So
I love SG-1. I love Battlestar Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
I love the original movie with James Spader and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
That was what started it.
Yeah. Although I'm an Atlantis girl. I'm a Stargate Atlantis girl. That's my Atlantis. That's my
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
No, oddly enough, I'm not really. I was rooting for the doctor and the chick to get the asshole Canadian guy, Rodney. I was rooting for him and little Kaylee to get together.
My God.
He's such a
Rodney. He was such a wormy little dude.
Such a dick. And then he finally, although they dicked him up. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say it that way. Sorry. They made him more of an asshole as the series went on. He was just a little bit of an asshole. And then he became insufferable. And then he mellowed a little bit. And then little Kaylee, little Jewel State, she came on. And I saw that kind of, and when her and Jason Momoa, I was like, nope, get away from him. He needs a bath. No, just go away. And then her and Rodney got together, and I was all for that. I was like, yeah, they make sense to me. They're weird, but they make sense to me. So I loved that show, but no, I never really been a big Jason Momoa fan. He did look good in Aquaman. I'll give him that, but okay,
I
whatever.
like that
Did
big
you
old
did you
gun he
ever see
carried.
him? Did you ever see him with the scrunchies?
No, what
the
was I
last-
forgot the name of that movie. What was it?
It's Fast X.
Okay, I'm writing that
Fast
down
and
right
Furious
now.
movie. He's got the scrunchies and he's talking to the dead guy and he's doing his
Ah,
nails and he's like,
yeah,
I
he
think,
looks great in
no,
that.
boys, I think.
I mean, yeah, he's one of my
Yeah.
alter egos in that with those scrunchies and his nail polish and his little satin shirt.
Yes.
I need see. I love it when big action Buffy action guys take roles like that. That impresses me. That's interesting to me. Anybody can go out and be a good looking heroish kind of guy in Hollywood. Okay, I see you. Yes, you look good, but boring. But roles like that, that's interesting to me. So
You put it out there.
I know. I meant they made him more of an asshole, not dick him up, but whatever. Y'all knew what I meant.
Au contraire.
But yeah, I love Atlantis. I really do.
And exactly, they did it better in the 90s. They did it better in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
I swear,
They actually
JMS
had
is a
people
little
that
bit of a
that
prophet.
that were writers and not someone who couldn't write their way out of a paper bag.
Yeah.
Or sitting there beating off in the dark in their basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Babylon 5, y'all. And can I just say, if y'all have not seen it and you are genuinely interested in seeing it, I don't care what anybody says. Start with the movie The Gathering and start with season 1. Season 1 can be a little slow sometimes, but it is the pilot, The Gathering. Start with that before you start with season 1, because let me tell you, things that happen in The Gathering don't get unfolded until like later seasons. And if you don't have that groundwork, you're going to be like, who is this? What's going on? I don't understand. You need the whole ride for B5. Some people say start at season 2. Nope. Don't do it. The Gathering, the pilot, in season 1. You'll thank me later.
That's right, Mark. We're going to smoke menthols in our tracheotomy hole. Hi, everybody.
God.
Gotta talk like this because I'm smoking a carton of menthol cools.
The smoking man in the latter part of Fox Mulder series, The X-Files.
Go to hell for that. We need to put a blonde wig. We need to put a blonde wig on Smoking Man. And be like, this is what you get when you don't get your menthols in the morning.
Dead. Mark, go to hell. Oh my God.
I literally I saw a tweet. I wish I knew where it was. I don't even think I hearted it. I should have. Of the the mugshot of Trump.
Yes.
With a blonde wig, and it said, "This is what I get when I don't get my. This is what I look like when I don't get my cigarette first thing in the morning." And I was like, yep, that's about right."
Oh my God.
Where's my pack of menthols? Got to do a live stream and talk about Mandalorian. How great Dave Filoni is. Come here, Dave. Yeah.
I need his mugshot on a coffee mug. Just signs of the times, y'all. Signs of the times. Hey, memes.
What's up, memes?
Howdy,
Good morning,
memes.
everybody.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, Victor says it. Yep. He lost interest in B5 just starting with season 1. And then he went back to The Gathering. You gotta have The Gathering, y'all. You just do. You just do. It is what it is. It was written that way. JMS planned all that stuff out, so don't skip anything. It's so good too. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I got suggested that I start with season 2, but that after that I need to go back and watch season 1. I'm like, why do I want to watch season 1 after season 2? Is there like a time thing, or do they go back? Oh, it's just season 1's hard to get through.
there
I
are
still haven't got
people,
through season 1 of Babylon 5.
yeah, that I highly respect. You massive B5 fans, and I respect them immensely. And they will say start with season 2. And I know why they do that, because that's really when a lot of the action starts, is season 2. But there's so much groundwork laid in the pilot movie and then season 1. You really got to start there, and you just got to work there. I love the pilot. It's actually, pilot's got action, it's got everything. But oh my God.
I actually watched it when it was on network TV as it came out. So I pretty much started and watched it through to the end.
Yeah. Arlita's right. Arlita got me. What was the first three seasons? 3 or 4? Yep. So I'm telling you, just do it. Just listen to Arwyn. Listen to Arwyn. When it comes to B5, I know what I'm talking about. Start with the Gathering and then season 1. And you'll thank me for it, because then you'll be
Don't
like,
listen to Arwyn.
No,
Arwyn doesn't know anything about anything. Just listen to me and KP. We're the only ones that know. Don't listen to anything. Brought to you by
the Christmas
Woggly-eyed Wendy.
With the Christmas lights.
I got to remember that. I got to find some of those battery pack ones that I could put in my hair when it's Christmas time. Yes, definitely. First 4 in the movie. Okay, that's what I thought. First 4 in the movie.
Mossy Telly Booth with the $10 super chat, and this will be, we're getting out of here in just a minute, guys. Ban all directors that booped all these IPs, but lately YouTube Rumble have been more entertaining than these high school acting Hollywood people.
Can't argue with that.
And you wonder why people are not worried about the strike going on.
Yeah.
No, they've got entertainment.
Yeah,
they do. They've got entertainment. They don't have to worry about TV. But we're your entertainment. Not anymore, bitches. You screwed that up. You messed that up. When you started preaching at us and telling us how we have to live our lives and what we have to buy and how we have to dress and how we have to talk and what we can and cannot say and that we have to get shots and yada, 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 you done pissed everybody off. They've got other areas to turn to. Well, and now you start seeing everybody in games. Carl Urban is in Armored Core 6. He's not even in the game. He just did the commercial. Batista's in Mortal Kombat 1. He's not even in the game. He's just doing the commercials.
Oh my gosh.
Now they're all doing guest appearances and stuff like that, just what it is.
At least when Keanu did it, he was actually in the game.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Or unless you're like someone who's known for really playing and supporting that game, and then they hire you to do a commercial. Okay, that I could understand. Someone who's, a lifelong, like what the hell's his face? What's his face? With Superman and The Witcher. Oh God, what's his name? Henry Cavill. Huge Witcher fan. Yep. I can understand him then. Saying, well, this isn't quite done right, or that's like, or if they just, they hired him to play the role. I get that. I understand it. Even if they didn't, if they just had him come on and shill for the game because he's a huge Witcher fan, I can understand. I get behind that 3,000% because they have some skin invested in that. But it is what it is.
Skull.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, everybody, for being here this week. Thank you all for the support, the love, the shout outs over the last couple of days. You guys all keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright, and exactly what these two just said. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Okay, I like that one better than the Conan one, I have to say. I do.
Arwyn, do you have anything coming up you want to shout out before we get out of here?
Yes, Arwena activated tonight at 6. Then tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Backtube at 6. I think Steve is doing a community stream. And then back Monday, we may be doing a stream with Mary. I'm not sure what's happening there. And then Tuesday, back with Sugar and Spice. And then Thursday, Arwyn Activated. Then back here on Loki's on Friday. So I had to go through my mind.
Spice and things not quite so nice.
You never know. You have to show up to find out. We may have surprises. Who knows?
Ooh, surprises.
Surprises, y'all.
All right, guys, we're getting out of here. I want to thank everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on this Friday on the Weekend Review. Thank you for being here. If you've been here all week, thank you so very much. You guys make this channel what it is. You really do. No late show tonight. Mike's and Callie, and I am out. As soon as this is over, I am going to sleep. I'm going back to bed. So, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys in the next Mornings of Mischief Weekend Review. Have a great one, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.